Jeff and Jeremy. It's like a radiogasm.
I said, hey, babe, check it out on the podcast.
Apple Podcast, Google Podcast,
and Spotify.
All this is going viral.
Kind of an Irish undertone to this.
You like that, don't you? 37.5%. I've already had my corned beef and cabbage. I made it on Friday night for Friday night dinner last week. We didn't talk about that yesterday. I got a second one for tomorrow.
My wife said she got mad when she realized that you could get like corned beef brisket and make it for real, because her family always made her corned beef out of the can for St. Patrick's Day.
No, that's way different.
What is corned beef out of a can?
It's not good.
Well, then why do they make it?
It's not bad. It's just it's so different than it's like, have you ever gone to a place and had corned beef and hash and it comes with like little diced potatoes and it's almost like it's ground up corned beef?
No, because I do not
like corned beef.
Corned beef.
Well, if you go get corned beef and hash and it's the shredded, like real corned beef, that's amazing. I like the other stuff too, but it's just out of a can.
What is corned beef? Is it corn inside of beef?
No, it's not. It's just the way they cure the meat.
With corn?
Yeah, it's beef. You've had it before. When we went on that trip and we were eating what we were calling, I don't know if I should say this in the cancel culture, but we were eating something we called bacon that was not made of pork. It was made of beef, and we were like, Jewish people could eat this. So we had a nickname for it. It was just short.
Kosher bacon?
No. We called it kosher bacon. No, we didn't call it that. We called it something else, something short for the term Jewish and the word bacon. But we called it that, and we ate it, and you loved it. And it's brisket and corned beef are practically the same thing. So it's just the way that the meat is cured to make corned beef. So I got one last week, and I made it. My wife was like, can you get one with not a lot of fat on it? Because that makes my stomach. So she goes, I'm going to have it on a sandwich. So I got two different ones. I got one that had practically no fat cap on it. Turned out so tough and dry. Not dry, but just tough. So this week I'm going to do a Harris Ranch, which is regional anyways, right? And I'm going to do theirs.
Shop local.
And I got to tell you.
Jeremy's shopping local over there.
Oh, always local. Always local. I shop at local stores. I like to shop local if I can. I feel like it's better. I feel like.
Salt cured?
Yeah.
The large grain rock salt are also called corns of salt.
Yeah.
That's why it is called
beef.
Corned beef.
Yeah. They take a brisket and they corn it, I guess.
With salt, sugar, spices.
It's really good. I just don't understand why you don't. Wait, are you telling me you don't like pastrami? Because to me, it's so similar to pastrami.
So I don't mind it. Like a corned beef brisket, I'm fine with. The problem I have is the
You don't like cabbage
that it soaks in, and I don't like anything soaking in boiling. Like, don't put meat in juice. I just don't like that. I don't like putting meat in water or
slow cooker is the best. So what I did, I just found a recipe. I think a lot of people probably do it this way. You take potatoes, you cut them in half, and you put those on the bottom. And then you put the onions slices on top of that, and then you put the corned beef on there. And then you put in, I use chicken broth, not water. I used a full thing of chicken broth, and then you put this little seasoning packet in there. And 4 hours, I did the 4 hours. I think if I would have done the 8 to 10, the brisket might have turned out a little tender, more tender than it did. But without the fat cap, it sucked. We're going to have some here, by the way, tomorrow. Our buddy down the hall is bringing in his crock pot.
You just got jammed.
Yep. Boiled beef. Yum.
So, potatoes and onions and carrot. He puts carrots in his. I don't do mine, but not a big cook.
Hooray.
Yeah.
Excited.
So, anyway.
It's going to stink up the whole joint.
Excited to. I love St. Patrick's Day. I love it. I love the food, and then I like going out and celebrating. But unfortunately, I don't think I'm going to be doing that again this year, but I'll celebrate.
Should I click on the thing that says how bad is corned beef for you?
Nope. Don't ever click on stuff like that. You don't need to know.
Relatively high in fat and sodium.
Yeah, if you eat it every day, it's not good for you.
Also, certain source of compounds that may increase your risk of getting cancer.
Yes, all beef can give you cancer, Jeff. If it's everything in moderation. If you eat it every day, yes, it's bad for you. If you eat it twice a year, I think you're going to be okay. right?
Hate to ruin St. Patrick's Day for you.
Yeah, no, you don't. You love ruining. You love ruining stuff you don't. Yeah, you don't care about. Hey, you know that we're giving away ski passes. This is actually really cool. To China Peak, all you have to do is text the word ski to 805-543-3693, and that will get you in to win yourself.
I heard they got a lot of snow over the last couple days
Where's Mammoth at?
on the other side.
Oh, okay. Because I had a buddy that went over that. He was posting videos, and our buddy Jeffrey from Jeffrey's Wine Country Barbecue. And I was like, oh, I'm kind of jealous. Like, I haven't done something like that in so long. That looks amazing. And he's like, yeah, I have an amazing wife because she stayed back to run the restaurant so I could go have some fun with a couple of buddies. He's a snowboarder. I didn't even know that.
Now you know.
I think you might be too tall to snowboard, to be honest with you. I think you got to be a short guy to snowboard.
I would love to be a short guy for many reasons.
There you go.
But
see,
that's another one of those things. It doesn't hurt. It doesn't hurt as bad when you fall down if you have a shorter distance to fall. I would assume.
Yeah, I think I'm tough, but maybe it's just because I just have a shorter distance to fall than you. That's very true. So text the word ski, S-K-I, just that's it. No signatures, nothing else. You should get a text back right away that says, hey, you're in to win. If you don't get that, you did something wrong. And try again. S-K-I, just the word ski.
S-K-E-E.
Yeah, S-K-I. You'd be amazed. I'm no great speller, but we get some crazy ones on the text contest. 805-543-3693. It's brought to you by our friends at 805 Beer. Live the 805 lifestyle. Find out how at 805beer.com.
Whoa! Jeff and Jeremy in the morning.
Jeff and Jeremy here. This happens to everybody in broadcasting, whether you're TV, radio, or whatever you are. If you're in any kind of live component, at some point in time, you end up not realizing your mic is on, and you think you're off.
Happened when I was working from home, remember?
What happened?
Left the garage door open. Wasn't watching you. I didn't know we were on the.
Oh yeah, that's right. Dusty Rhodes one day he was in here.
Oh yeah, he
working
out
on some stuff.
Dude, it was awesome. It was
he
epic.
was swearing. He was throwing. But
he was pounding on. He had a binder.
I know why.
To pound on.
Because I use the same. By the way, the equipment is still here that he was using, that he was pounding on.
Maybe that's why it doesn't work, you guys. Maybe you should ever think.
I don't
of that.
pound on it. I try to take care.
Remember
of it.
when you accused me of denting one of the panels over there?
I came back from being off or something, and yeah, it was all dented. It wasn't that way before I left.
It wasn't me.
You and I are the only ones that use the studio.
That's not true. That is not true.
Suzanne?
Not during
Seth's got
that
his
time.
own.
During that time, everybody was coming in here. Suzanne uses it. Seth was coming in here.
Well, Seth's got his own. Suzanne will come in here in the afternoons. It's not like it used to be where there's one studio anymore. Now every studio.
What is the one thing that embarrasses broadcasters?
Well, it's not embarrasses. They just leave the mic on. Greg Gutfeld is this guy on Fox News. If you don't watch it, it's not a big deal.
Eyebrow dude. He always raises his eyebrow.
Oh, is that right? I have a friend.
Good. He's very good at raising his eyebrow.
Do I remind you of him at all? I have a friend that swears that we're like the same person. I don't think so. But anyways, he does have something in common with me, and that is he has to pee. I have to pee a lot. I drink a lot of water and coffee in the morning. And so a lot of times whenever we get into a break, Scotty does the news, whatever, I'll jump out, run to the bathroom. Well, his mic was still hot when he had to go.
Time now for one more thing.
I gotta pee, I gotta pee. You're on the air.
Greg.
Greg,
Maybe you could use that cat's litter box if you have to pee so badly.
how did you know I had to pee?
Yeah.
Gosh. All right.
You said it on the air. I did? Yeah.
All right.
Everyone heard it.
Trusting someone else. It's like I'm trying to equate this to somebody else's job. It's like if you're a doctor, anybody listening as a doctor, you think?
How about if you're a patient and you trust a doctor?
Yeah.
To fix you. That could be. It's having to trust other people to your team.
I push the buttons here, so it's my fault at the end of the day. But if we're on, remote location or something like that, then I'm trusting someone else, because I don't know if we're going over the air or not. It just always sounds like we're live. And that's a scary thing. And it's caught me before remember, was we in college? I can't remember where we were at. We were doing something, and I thought we were supposed to be down, and I think it was our last job in Washington, but and we were up, and yeah, thank God I didn't say anything that would get me fired, but it was not good.
Oh, it happens all the time.
So yeah, it does. But anyways, what the reason I brought this up was because at least somebody had fun with it. One of these YouTube guys that's making all the songs, maybe not the same guy, but
Autotune, Gutfield Autotune.
I don't know. Let's take a listen. It's a YouTube. I Gotta Pee mashup.
I gotta pee, I gotta pee. I gotta pee, I gotta pee.
That's auto-tune, right?
Yeah, it's terrible.
I gotta pee, I gotta pee.
Not a big fan. That was it?
If you work in I bet you there's guys out there that have radios in their trucks. Or their vans, or, when I say guys, I mean men or women, just people that have to use some sort of communication outside of a cell phone, or even a cell phone sometimes, where you thought you hung up, or you didn't realize your radio was keyed, and you said a bunch of stuff that we weren't supposed to. People call us all the time, and then they don't realize that they call us back, and we've got a butt dial. And then we sit there and we listen to what they say.
Yes, we do listen
and
to what
it's
you say.
amazing what you can pick up.
It's awesome.
These new phones, the microphones on them are awesome.
Yeah.
If you're worried about doing something like this, get an old phone. Get a cheap phone. Don't get a nice phone, because the new nice phones, you can hear everything. It's pretty funny. I'm sure there's plenty of instances of people that have kind of got caught with the mic on. And you don't have to be on TV or radio.
That's true. With the phones anymore, people do it all the time to the radio station.
805-543-3693. You can call or text this program anytime. It's brought to you by our friends over at 805 Beer. Hey, while you're texting, make sure you text the word ski. Just the word ski. You can win yourself a pass to go to China Peak.
Wake up. Jeff and Jeremy in the morning.
I feel like we give delivery drivers a hard time, and it's not that we mean to. It's just a lot of different delivery drivers have been in the news since the pandemic has started. I think, these companies like Amazon and even UPS and FedEx and even, the United States Postal Service has had such a...
OnTrack's the one that always delivers mine.
OnTrack? I've never even heard of that.
I've never even heard of you guys. What are you guys doing?
They've obviously felt an influx of business. I mean, everybody's ordering online, right? I was reading a study that more people are ordering online now because of the pandemic than they ever have, and a lot of them don't want to change that because it's convenient. But they've had to hire a lot of extra drivers. Who knows if the background checks have really been that thorough, because we've heard of drivers, demanding higher tips. And
it's easy to become a delivery driver. I mean,
urinating on products.
I mean, not with these companies, but with think about it, your food or taking people. I mean, there's so many services that people can just sign up for, and there's so many people out of work that they need to get money somehow, so they're turning to it. It's very easy for these people to, be an Instacart, did DoorDash or Uber or whatever.
Maybe they don't have the best intentions all the time. But this guy, Brandon Alt, FedEx should really do something special for this guy. Should really highlight this guy. He works up in Northern California area.
Hero?
He's a hero. Yeah, he saved a woman. He was on his route when he noticed a car in front of him weaving. It swerved off the road and went into the Truckee River. He jumped out of his truck into the river.
He went from the truck to the Truckee?
You just can't make this stuff up.
Lawn Boy Kevin.
You hear that, Lawn Boy Kevin? Can't make this stuff up.
Sponsored by Lawn Boy Kevin.
God, I'm gonna start charging that asshole.
He's not even a landscaper, and he's Mike in Santa Maria is pissed, man. It's like, how could I get the rim shot sponsored?
Lawn Boy Kevin.
Oh my God. She was on her phone singing happy birthday to a relative when she wasn't paying attention, and she swerved off the road, went in the river. He went in and saved her. But he doesn't
cold
consider
river this
himself,
time of year, man.
He doesn't consider himself a hero.
I would just hope and expect anybody that's in that situation to do the same.
The CHP officer on scene ended up talking to the news and, said, man, she was really lucky that he was there, because it could have got bad.
I think you just have to be a good person. You have to be a person that wants to help other people. And obviously this FedEx driver was one of those people. That was a heroic action that he took.
Yeah. I mean, I think this should be, FedEx should be, make sure everybody knows about this guy. These are the kind of people that we want working for us.
What would you do if you saw somebody in front of you go into the Truckee River in the wintertime?
Well, of course I would dive in and fish them out.
Sure you would.
Rivers are very dangerous. The problem with the river is, and I know this because I've spent a lot of time on rivers, is, moving water. It doesn't take much, man.
What was that lady?
6 inches of water can move a car.
That lady from the Jerk Pirates last week was worried about you going down the High Mountain Road.
Yeah, I wasn't dealing with anything there. I was just dealing with some runoff. There was not like.
It doesn't take long though.
Yeah, that's why I turned around, because I could tell it was already sketchy. It got sketchy fast, and hopefully people do the right thing when it gets sketchy, and then you live. You don't do the right thing when it gets sketchy, and you might die. This guy could have died. He could have jumped in. Current could have taken him. Mm-hmm. And, who knows? I'm sure he wasn't wearing a life jacket. Why would you carry one with you? But the woman, we didn't hear from her. She's got to be very thankful and happy.
There's your niche right there. There's your lane. Make FedEx jackets or delivery driver jackets that can turn into life jackets by just, you hit that button and
you didn't have to hit a button.
Blow up.
They now make them where they're water sensitive. As soon as you get in the water, they
look at that. See?
They've been around for a while.
Pretty expensive though, right?
I have a couple. They range anywhere from like $80 to.
Of course,
I don't have expensive ones.
The guy that subscribes to Helicopter Save Me service each year has jackets that turn into life vests.
It's not even a jacket. It's just this little tube that you wear around your neck and your shoulders. It comes down, straps in, so it's not in your way. It's worth it.
Of course, you would have saved her.
Hey, I'm going to start carrying my extra one in the truck, and then I'll throw it on, and I'll get in, and maybe I'll get some recognition.
Almost as good an idea as signing up for the service that saves your life.
Do you think I'll make
helicopter?
Do you think I would make the company newsletter? We have a company newsletter that started since the pandemic started.
Oh, that's your goal. Ever since I made it, you've been trying to make it.
Actually, when you made it, they put my name in there because we worked together.
Yeah, I know. What the hell?
I know. Thanks, buddy. Riding your coattails.
Coattail rider.